Shalom Aleichem. So I'm going to share with you a story that made a very strong impression on me and connects to the 6 constant mitzvot, the 6 constant commandments, the 6 parts of our relationship with God. I heard this story a few years ago, and I think about it quite often. So there was a person, he was a survivor of the Holocaust. And thank God he came to America, built a beautiful life, a beautiful family, beautiful kids. And there was one, habit, you could call it, that he had, that the kids found a little bit strange, but never really investigated. No matter what would happen, good or bad, the father would have this expression. It was the AYAYAY. 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 Good news, AYAYAY. Bad news, AYAYAY. And the kids kind of ignored it. Didn't really pay much notice. It's one of those habits Daddy has. Everyone has those habits. Finally, the oldest child is getting married. They're at the wedding. They're taking pictures. And Daddy's AYAYAYing. So the oldest son says, Dad, I'm getting married. I'm moving out. I'm not going to hear the AYAYAY so often anymore. Clue me in. What is this all about? So Dad says, I'm glad you asked. And Daddy told his oldest child a lesson to keep for life. Many years ago when I was during the Holocaust. So the Nazis, Yimach Shemam, they made our lives miserable, as you can't even imagine. We were in the death camps, and it was terrible. And one of the greatest things that we had, one of the greatest gifts that kept us alive, was the Torah. In those days, kids knew Shas, Torah, Gemara. They knew it by heart. Unbelievable what they knew. Many of them. And even when the Nazis were making our lives miserable and making us work, and who knows what they were doing, we would make sure we were sharing Torah, reviewing Talmud, the thing that meant most to us. That's what kept us alive. They couldn't break our spirit. But the Nazis weren't stupid, and they caught on very quickly. And he said, that's it. We're making a rule. You're not allowed to speak Torah to each other. That was one of the rules they had. So we were scared. And we were really concerned because we knew this is what keeps us alive. Not being able to share Torah is a destruction for us. That would break our spirit, and then, God forbid, we really would break. And we didn't know what to do until someone came up with an amazing idea. He said, we're going to remind each other of the 6 constant mitzvot. We're going to remind each other of the main goal. The 6 commandments, which each one is a world in itself. But how are we going to make sure that the Nazis don't know that we're reminding each other and we're sharing that? So we had a secret code, and we called it the AYAYAY. The Aleph Yud, the Aleph Yud, the Aleph Yud. Aleph stands for Anochi Hashem Elokecha, which means I'm your God. I'm Lord your God. I took you out of Egypt. That's one constant mitzvah. That's the Aleph. The Yud is Lo Yeh Lecha Elohim Achrim. Don't have any other gods. Then you have Aleph Yud. Aleph stands for Avas Hashem, love God. Yud stands for Yiras Hashem, be in fear of God. And the last Aleph Yud, the last part of this puzzle, Aleph stands for Achil Levavchem, don't go after your hearts, and Yud stands for Yichud Shemo, the oneness of God. And we kept reminding each other no matter what the Nazis were doing, and that's what kept us alive. And Daddy said to his son, he said, and that's what continued to keep me alive. And I never left that, and no matter what happened, to live with the awareness that there's a God who I'm supposed to fear, who I'm supposed to make sure that I know that really the entire world is godliness, that was the AYAYAY. That's why I AYAYAY'd all my life. And this is the greatest present I could give you. Make sure you learn the AYAYAYs, make sure you know the 6 constant mitzvahs, and make sure that that's part of your reality. God willing, we'll discuss more about the 6 constant mitzvot. Thank you.